Today, we are going to be solving this problem. 602 divided by 3. 602 is my dividend, 3 is my divisor, and I am trying to solve for my quotient. Let's start with an estimate. I know I can round 602 down to 600 to make a simpler number because the numbers are very similar. I can remove 2 0 digits from my 600 to make 6. And using mental math, I know that 6 divided by 3 equals 2. Now I will add both zeros back to both my dividend and my quotient. We can see that 200 is the estimate. Since I rounded down in the beginning to a smaller number than my dividend, I know my estimation is likely smaller than the actual answer. I will now be using base 10 blocks to model 602 divided by 3. I have here 6 flat 100s. We don't have any 10 digits, so we won't need any 10 rods today. And here are 2 single units. I have also divided the paper into 3 even sections where I will be dividing the blocks. To start, I have divided the 600 flats. They divide evenly with 2 in each section. The single units cannot divide evenly, so they become a remainder. We see demonstrated here that the answer to 602 divided by 3 is 200 remainder 2. I will now represent the same process pictorially. I have here 6 sets of 100, as well as 2 single digits. Additionally, I have 3 even sections. I will now divide the hundreds evenly between the 3 even sections. Since 2 cannot be divided evenly into the 3 sections, it becomes our remainder, and our answer is again portrayed as 200 remainder 2. To represent the same problem symbolically, we first need to show that we are trying to divide 602 by 3. We will then symbolize the division of the base 10 blocks by subtracting the total amount that we were able to divide into our 3 even groups. The answer should give us our remainder, which is 2. I will now demonstrate how to solve 602 divided by 3 using my personal strategy, which is alternate record keeping. If we start with the question, 3 times what equals 602? It gives us a framework to use this method. I've written out the problem here, and I will now choose a simple number that can go into my dividend. I know 100 will work because it is smaller than 602. So if I multiply 100 by the divisor, it gives me 300. Then, if I subtract that from the dividend, it should give us the remainder. Since the remainder is bigger than 300, I know that I can repeat the process. Once I subtract these two numbers, it gives me a remainder of 2. I know this is the true remainder because 2 is smaller than the dividend. Now I will add the remaining numbers which I used to solve the problem. This gives me 200. Therefore, the answer to the problem 602 divided by 3 using my personal strategy is 200 remainder 2.